These are my thoughts for last week's episode of Kiznavier. Well, there was. All I can say is this episode was just a pairing wars. Like, that's all it was. Pairings. Between each of the characters, each and every one of them. Also, we learned from the flashback that the character from his memories, the main character's memories, was Neriko, from the girl that was giving all the philosophical thoughts on what's happening and why they have to be together. That was Neriko from her childhood. Same with MC from his childhood as well. And for Fatty, he got the most burn this entire episode. Like last week's episode, episode 2 or episode 3, when to find the 5th member or the 6th member, they had to keep beat him down for him to give the signal for where the other guy is, and it was not let up. Like they're always on him, and that was funny, really funny for me. And even the last part of the last week's episode, it showed like the new member was in so much pleasure, or it was so into it, like it was out of it, like. And now in this episode, he got burned again by Haruka. Like saying like he was trying to hit on her, so he was trying to get with her so bad, which I said, okay, he can try. He actually says, you have a pretty bad personality, but I like how you look. You have big breasts. I'm like all about looks. And I said, okay, he's being honest, he's being real. So, and he says, she came back and says, you had bigger boobs than me when you were in preschool or kindergarten. I'm like, oh shit. She didn't have to go that far. In another scene, it showed Nico was saying they're all friends now because they're hanging out, they're with each other all the time, more or less now. But Haruka was like saying, no, we're just acquaintances. No, we're just casual acquaintances. Nothing more, nothing less. We're just with each other because of Kiznavier. That is it. My face looked just like Fatty or Yuta. Like, just at least say it, just face value, because Nico was crying a bit. I kind of feel bad for her. So I'm saying you could have simply said yes, like we're friends. It doesn't, like he said, it doesn't cost you anything. And later, eventually, they had to exchange phone numbers, and Nico was really happy about that. And she actually went up to her face and like saying, "Yes, see, we share our numbers now. We're friends." And that caught her by surprise. I'm like, "Yeah, she got you now, right? She has you." Another thing that I thought was pointless was the food eating contest. That was out of nowhere, and even then, they still cut out of it to go to the part where they can invite Noriko to the summer camp thing they were to do, for to survive the summer camp for a few weeks to accomplish the goal of Kiznavier. But like I said, the food eating contest wasn't even that important because they cut out from that the moment they had to invite her to the summer camp. On the bus, two things happened. One was the fact that Noriko keep messing up in the game over and over and never getting annoyed, along with the perverted guy. He keeps saying words that result in like self or physical pain, which was annoying to Yuta later on. Like, why keep saying that? Just stop it. And we also found out like the real meaning behind the Kiznavier and the people who are in it, and we found out like majority of the people that were in Kiznavier are the people that's operating it. They left at different cities, and we found out the things around the city was also the things around the city were also a part of it. Like, if Yuta was saying his dad was getting fed up with the fact that you have to pay taxes for these things when they really don't do that much. So I'm guessing I was as surprised as Tenga because it's in plain sight, but like the old saying says, it's best to hide something in plain sight. and those things are there to monitor everyone and see how the program is going. Even Nico was saying the darkness of society, and I saying, yeah, that's right. Like, it's all shady. Like, nothing. Y'all, the people of the city or the communities, whatever, doesn't know what's going on, and they're in the dark. And the last half of the episode was basically jealousy from Chiori the MC, cause he's getting really closer to Noriko, and I'm saying it's about to happen, cause maybe they're child friends earlier than you, so maybe they're gonna get together. Plus, their personalities are pretty close to each other, so that might happen most likely. And Tenga's trying to help her. He really is. But I'm thinking, has he helps her over time, and they're gonna spend a lot of time together because of this. They'll be together and they'll appreciate each other's presence more, and their togetherness, and they'll actually develop feelings for each other. And that's how the series might end. With both of them meet together. But still, this is jealousy. She was really jealous that the MC was becoming closer and closer to Noriko. But still, it showed a lot of scenes that she was getting more jealous. And there's other pairs too, like the perverted guy along with Nico, with the beetle and everything. Even Hodaka and Fatty or Yuta, they're together too all the time, more or less. And in the last scenes of the episode, it showed that each of them are walking in pairs, so you actually know it's definitely gonna happen regardless of whatever happens. It's gonna happen. Okay. In the last scene, it showed the sensei taking 2 kids that picked on the MC before in early episodes, and they got Kiznavier too, because they have the mom scars on their heads. So I'm saying, what will she do? Like, is she a third party that's gonna interfere with the program, or is she there to help accelerate it, whatever happens? But we'll know eventually. Also, is it just me, but the sensei in the episode brought AK-47 in an arcade, and nothing happened to her? Like, I know it's anime and it's different, but the gun laws, like, no one like arrested her or anything. Like, it just happened. It bugged me a bit, but oh well, it's anime. Anyway, those are my thoughts for this week's episode. Thank you for watching. Cryptic out.